Hey y'all, Wild Kyle here. Welcome back to the channel. As of watching this video, you may or may not have seen a previous video at this location, but as of filming this video, I have not yet edited that video, so I don't actually know if it's going to make it to YouTube or what. I may get to editing it and it might not feel right, so who knows? We don't know yet. But I did a bunch of film photography and exploring out here on the Cahaba River in the beautiful state of Alabama. And it was beautiful out there, but the river was high and the water has now dropped. So I'm curious to get out there and explore and get a way better look at it. There's this road out here that follows along the river for quite a long stretch. And then even at the end of it, it turns into a walking trail. And there's tons of access points all over this road where you can pull off and check out the river. So it's perfect for exploring for fossils, perfect for doing some photography. I've got some cameras with me today as well. Of course, we're gonna shoot some images. And yeah, I'm just excited to get out here and have a nice day. It's nice and toasty, so hopefully that water is nice and inviting and we'll get in. Here we are, pulling into the Cahaba River National Wildlife Refuge. It is a beautiful, beautiful road through here, y'all. Like I said, follows the river. There's a beautiful little creek off to our left there. You may notice a different dash than usual if you are used to seeing my videos, and that is because I'm in Natalie's vehicle today, and my truck's AC is not working great, and it's 100 degrees out, so not the best time to be driving around in that thing right now. Here's that beautiful, beautiful creek right here, flowing off the side of this road. It's just gorgeous. My last trip out here did not result in a video, so I would like to go ahead and show y'all some of the photos from that adventure, some of which turned out great. These photos all were taken on the Pentax IQ Zoom 80E 35mm film camera from 2002. Here in a minute, we're going to be pulling up to where we see the river for the first time on this road, and I'm going to be really curious to see how much it has gone down. I looked at the gauge and it looked like it has gone down quite a bit. I'm hoping that means more clear water and easier access. Oh yeah, look at that creek right there. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, I'm really hoping the river is a little bit more accessible today. We're about to find out here together in just a second. It is a Sunday. Might be a little busy out here, but we'll find out. All right, right over this little hill is the river, y'all. Right over. Oh, it looks quite a bit lower. Oh yeah, it's still a little bit muddy, but it's way lower. Like way lower. Hold on, we'll be able to get an even better idea at some of these rapids when we go this way down the road. It is definitely quite lower, my friends. I would say at least by 1.5 feet or so. Maybe still would actually like it to be even a little bit lower, but give you a good idea. Look at this stuff here. See that kind of mud caked on there? It's a good indicator of where the water was, but I think it was even a bit higher than that last time I was here checking it out. But look how gorgeous it is. Water's still a little muddy, but it's not nearly as muddy as it was. It was just a raging mud river, and now it's actually got some blue tint to it. Oh, it is gorgeous. There's a lot of these little pull-offs are full of humans today, which is great. I'm glad to see people out enjoying the outdoors on a hot day, especially with the beautiful river. But I'm gonna have to find little quiet zones like this to film. Don't want to be filming a bunch of people. But yeah, I am gonna fire off the last few photos I have on this Pentax right here. All right, so I finished off a roll, that Kodak 400 right there. Now I have a decision to make. I have a decision to make of shooting with another camera or loading up this guy, this Pentax, with some other film. I have Kodak Portra 400, which I would like to save, so I don't think I'm going to use that. I have Fuji 200 in that pocket there, but I'm only on the 12th photo or so in this roll in this Canon AE-1, so I might shoot with that guy right there the rest of the day. Yeah, I think I've decided to shoot with the Canon AE-1 the rest of the day here. Last time I was here, I used the Pentax IQ zoom the whole time, and so time to switch it up a little bit. Now that I shot the last few images on the Pentax, we're gonna bring this beautiful Canon AE-1 down here. Maybe touch the water a little bit because it is nice and warm. And yeah, it's insane how much lower it is right here than what it was. That is quite amazing, actually. Also, what's really cool is standing on top of Carboniferous period rocks from over 320 million years ago. And from what I remember, the fossils are right over here in these rocks. We can take a look again. There's going to be, yep, right there, some sections of Calamites, ancient horsetail plants. You can see the segments there. Look at, you can see one right there. All kinds of neat impressions of fossils in the rocks here. So probably a 3D version would have popped out right there, and now it's long lost to the river somewhere. But that's pretty cool to think about. And look, now that the water's lower and it's more exposed, I can see some other stuff going on. That looks like maybe an impression of something there. Hard to tell sometimes with these rocks because they get funny shapes. But a lot of cool fossil evidence to be seen in these rocks from the ancient rainforests of the Carboniferous period. Something that is very interesting about the Carboniferous sediments is the prevalence of the coal. If you look right here in these areas where a lot of light stuff gets washed up when the water's high, look at all that. It's coal. All washed up, eroding out of coal seams in these very rocks here. Water goes up and it deposits them. Pretty light stuff, so it deposits it with all the sticks and things like that. Pretty cool. I think I'm really going to enjoy the images from this Canon AE-1 out here. It's really nice to be able to adjust the focus and put certain subjects in focus, certain subjects out of it, and really compose however you want to with that. That Pentax is a point and shoot. A lot of fun to go out with a point and shoot camera. You don't have to think so hard. You just press a button, you know, and you frame your shot, and it's just nice and simple. So sometimes that's nice too. I like all of the worlds of film photography and any type of camera with or without certain control. It's all fun. But yeah, so I'm really curious to see how these turn out. I guess at this point of me saying this, I'll have already seen or will have already seen some shots in this video, but I'm just kind of spitballing here and telling y'all what's going on in my head. I see some flowers both before and behind me that I would like to photograph, so we're gonna hop out in a second and take a look at those. Yeah, they look gorgeous. Little ones, they're a little bit different. I didn't see these ones last time I was out here. I guess it's not been that long. It's been a week and a half or so since the last time I was here, and the plant life has already changed quite a bit. Interesting to see that happen as the season progresses. Oh, back to the sun. Hello, my friend. The sun. Both my friend and my enemy. All right, this is what I saw behind me here. What in the world even? Wow. Those are really neat. I don't know what those are. The bumblebees love them though. I see a lot of bumblebees on them. Wow, those are really neat. Yeah, definitely gonna try and photograph this guy a little bit. Very cool. Love the colors right here. Look at the bees doing their thing. Thank you. Oh, he's got a big blob of pollen on him. Thanks for all your hard work, buddy. We appreciate it. We appreciate it a ton. I don't actually love the way these flower images turned out, but coming up, I did really enjoy some images of flowers I took on my Pentax last time I was out here. Plus, I got a cool photo coming up that a kind woman took for me because she said, "You need a picture of you too." This heat is brutal, y'all. Therefore, it has come time to walk down in the water to take some photos. It's definitely low enough to wade a little bit. Basically what I want to do is go out here. There's some really nice rock formations sticking out of the water and everything, and I like the way it looks. It's really gorgeous right here. I mean, just stunning. So yeah, we're gonna snap some photos here. And I think it's going to be a fun time. Also, I'm about to feel the water for the first time. Yeah, I made the right move. Absolutely. I'm going to slip down here without dropping my phone and camera. Look at all these really cool little runs of water. Look at that. It's like a little side offshoot. It's so beautiful, y'all. I noticed all these little freshwater snails just hanging on for dear life. They love hanging out on the rocks. They're really pretty little snails, and there's tons of them all over this rock. Look at all of them. Loaded. I'm trying to be careful where I step and not step on too many of them, because they are all over every rock right there. And then another thing I noticed too, in these little gravel areas, some of these, look at these, some of them get long, and the color is absolutely beautiful. Look at that wet. Ugh. Look at that. Beautiful little freshwater snail. I would love to learn the name of these. I don't know. Okay, so these are long, different ones than these here that I saw on the rock over there. I believe they'd be different. Yeah, they're way different. But really, really neat. Just look at the ones that are a little older are white. That outer layer probably just gets washed off of them. Really pretty little freshwater snails. Well, as y'all can see, I did me a dip and it felt absolutely fantastic. It is so brutal out here. I just pulled up to another spot that I would like to get out and get back in the water and take some more photos. So I'm gonna walk down there in a second. A lot more people here. Might be loud, might be music. If there is music playing, technically I can't put that in a YouTube video and monetize it and all that good stuff. So if there is loud music and loud stuff going on, I might show some footage with some music in the background or something like that, some B-roll stuff, but we'll see how it is when we get down there. Let me tell y'all what, being out here is one of the most incredible feelings in the world. Look at this wild place, untouched, left alone, just wild, beautiful, and pristine. And there is something primal in all of us that is drawn to this. And you feel it when you come out here. You just can't help but feel it. That's why there's so many people over here right now swimming in the water, enjoying themselves on a hot summer day, on a Sunday. They got the day off. It's 4th of July weekend. They are out here enjoying the beautiful countryside. This is a national wildlife refuge. This is such an important place to have and to take care of, for all of us to come enjoy and for all of us to tap into those primal instincts that we all have and just embrace all of this beauty that we do have on this planet. It's hard to remember sometimes, but it's here. It's right here. I'm looking at it right now. I'm getting the chill bumps right now thinking about it. How lucky we are to be able to appreciate this and to see it. And I realize I'm speaking from a bit of a point of privilege as well. I've been very lucky. I had a great childhood. I've had a pretty dang easy go, my friends. I really have, and a lot of people haven't, and that hurts. That hurts my heart to think about. So my goal with these videos, man, is hopefully just to put any amount of positivity that I can into the world, because it can be a dark place, but it can also be a really beautiful place, and it can be especially beautiful, I think, when we're there for each other and when we can remind each other that we are here for each other. It can be lonely out there, and tell you what, I don't feel lonely very often at all because I have y'all. And honestly, it's hard to feel lonely in a place like this. It's incredible. Okay, I'm gonna quit getting emotional there now. Thanks for listening to that, y'all. I appreciate it very much. We're gonna keep on going, take some more photos. I just want y'all to know that as I tried to give this profound insight into the river, I am standing in just the muckiest, nastiest part of it. And also, there are ants destroying a worm. Such is the cycle of life. So now, I'm on that road that leads to the logging area. It's beautiful out here, and it's also kind of sad to see stuff being torn up. I'm assuming there's a purpose for it. But yeah, I mean, I don't love to see it. I don't know if there's a greater objective at play that may be good in the long run. But I at least know what it feels like, and sometimes it just feels like that ain't right. I don't know. I could be wrong about all that, but as y'all can see, it is this vast kind of place out here with a lot of painfully direct sun. But I want to show you some of these rocks down here. So, see all this red and this black? We do find fossils in this material sometimes. This is some sort of coal mine fill material stuff that was probably dumped here for erosion control. I'm gonna see if I can pop out a fossil real quick. Usually it's just kind of impressions, things like that here. There we go. There's a little bit of impression of Calamites, part of an ancient horse tail. There's segment, 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 segment there. Little tough to tell on that one just because you don't get those lines like you do on some better preserved ones, but still neat to see. There we go. There is a chunk of Calamites right there. A little dirty, but nice long chunk of the ancient horsetail. Looks like there's another piece right there as well. Yep, definitely Calamites. So that's pretty cool. Some nice plant fossils out here. We've got some excellent washout right here with that red rock. And right there, that diamond pattern. That is the bark of lepidodendron, the big tree from the Carboniferous. Really cool little fossil there. So we will gladly accept that and keep walking this little washout. There's another little one right up here too. Not seeing a ton of fossils in this material, but enough to see a couple cool examples of what you could find in Carboniferous sediments in Alabama. I have now made it to a road I've frequented quite a bit here in Alabama. This is actually the road that leads to the location where we have found some of our best calamite fossils. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you've likely seen those videos. If not, definitely go look for our Alabama fossil hunting videos. That spot is really grown over now, summertime, and not quite the weather to do it safely, I would say. It's just so hot and so sunny, and it's in the direct sun, and like I said, it's really grown over. So I don't think that's the move here, but with the last few photos on my roll, I wanted to come here and do a little photography. Oh, even this kudzu is actually really nice, isn't it? Going up the tree there. Yeah, so I want to snap the last couple photos in here, I think. There's also some interesting natural gas pumps back in here. I believe it's natural gas, and they're pretty bizarre, and I think I would like to capture an image of one of those things. But yeah, pretty cool out here. This is all old reclaimed coal mine area turned WMA. Well, here's something worth taking a photo of. Why is there a boat? Yeah, that's an interesting photograph. We will absolutely snap one of that. Wow. This you don't belong out here, my friend. There's trees growing out of it. Pretty wild. Time to take some photos. Well, one. I think I'll take one. I've got 3 left. Wait, nope, I've got 2 left. Yep. And while we're here, it doesn't hurt to take a look at the fossil material that happens to be right here next to that there boat. See if we can't find something cool. There is some impression here. Okay, so this is going to be tough to see a little bit. Stigmaria root right there. So that is the root to trees from the Carboniferous, such as Calamites or Lepidodendron or Sigillaria. The root there. So that's a impression of it. Too bad not a 3D mold. But I'm seeing other little bits of it. See those little circles in there? Those are where the little feeler roots would be coming off of the Stigmaria. So pretty cool stuff. Sometimes we find nice cool 3D chunks of it. Perhaps something like that, or just a larger impression. I have found pretty cool fossils in this red stuff here, so you never know. Oh, cool. Hello, friend. Look at that guy. Oh, you are so beautiful. Look at that little snail. Oh, that is awesome. I love seeing them. He is so cool. Too bad I don't got a good macro lens. Take a film photo of a snail, that would be cool. I won't be able to get very close to him if I tried with that lens I got. All right, buddy. We'll see ya. We'll leave you be. Look at that right there. That is some fern fossil in the rock. Weathered strangely, so it's got a weird color to it. But right next to these kind of looks fun. That's really cool. And a big chunk of rock right there. I'm not gonna take it, but wanted to show y'all. There's a unique pattern there. Probably, gonna be lepidodendron right there, or some sort. Yeah, that looks to be lepidodendron to me. Very cool impression. And also I saw this here. If I could pull that out, that looks like lepidodendron as well, but that thin, long piece usually is the end of the cone. So that's kind of what that looks like. I might be wrong, but that's pretty cool too. Really nice lepidodendron cone pattern on that rock. Just a small bit, so I'm not going to take it. But that's really neat. There's a lot of plant material in this rock right here. As you can see, those little bits, a little bit of stigmaria root there. That is pretty cool. Yeah, I've walked over most of this pretty well now, so I think I'm about to jump back in the vehicle, keep exploring through here. Check this out, y'all. I was cruising slow, looking out the window at this ditch just because it's so washed out. Look at the beautiful lepidodendron impression right there. Very, very nice. That thing was sticking out like a sore thumb. That is really beautiful. I think we'll hold on to that. Here it is. This one's not in use currently. That, I believe, is for natural gas. Am I right about that? Could be wrong. Like I said, this is all old coal mine area. And so, yeah, I think that's what this is. Maybe it'll say on here. Lockout equipment for servicing restricted area, authorized personnel. Obviously, I'm not going to get close to it, or too close to it. It's a pretty bizarre instrument, though, isn't it? I'm going to take a photo of it. I want to get a film shot of it. It'll be my last photo on the roll. And, of course, while I'm walking around to frame up my shot, I see that. Always, y'all. Always in a Wild Kyle video will you discover perhaps a creepy baby doll or a creepy stuffed animal that somehow made its way to the middle of the wilderness and just waited for me to stumble right on it every time. Y'all be sure to let me know your favorite photo in the comment below, and also let me know if you have any memories with these specific cameras as well. I would love to hear all about it. We found some cool fossils today. We took some incredible photos that I'm very happy with. So overall, an absolutely amazing day. Thanks for coming along on this adventure with me. I'll see y'all in the next video.